Don't miss international comedian George Casey, a favorite with audiences worldwide.
I'm going to get you real fast here. I'm going to show you in 3 little jokes how crazy the Irish are. We're the lovable, crazy little people. We love life. And if we do something stupid, and trust me, we do it a lot, we're never ashamed. I'll show you in 3 little jokes. I'm sitting on a stool in a bar one night in Dublin. Sitting on a stool. Sitting there just having a drop of holy water. Minding my own business. And an Irishman walked up to me, a total stranger but an Irishman walked up, looked me straight in the eye with no expression whatsoever. And this Irishman said to me the dumbest thing that's ever been said to me in my life on this planet. I'm not joking. This Irishman looked me straight in the eye and he said to me, "Are you reading that paper you're sitting on?" Did you hear me over here? Are you reading that paper you're sitting on? Like you, I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. But the Irish in me took over. I couldn't let it go. You know what I did? I got up, I turned the page, and I sat down again. In hindsight, I did the right thing, I'll tell you. 2 little Irish guys walk into a bar, and they're giving the high five, and they're all excited, they're jumping around. And the bartender says, "Calm down. This is a restaurant. What are you so happy about?" And one of the Irish guys says, "Well, sir, we just put a jigsaw puzzle together." Did you hear me? We put a jigsaw puzzle together. And we finished it in 4 months. And the bartender says, "What's so great about that?" Little Irish guy goes, "Look, the box said 2 to 5 years." Now, I told you I had 3. The last one is my favorite. And excuse me for laughing, but I know the ending. This is a good one, I'm telling you. I'm serious, this is a good one. An Irish guy and an American guy were trying out for a job one day. And they're both qualified for the job. And the foreman says, "You know what I'll do? I'll give you a simple test. I'll give you 10 questions each. You run off. You write down the answers, you come back, let's see who does the best will get the job." Well, they both came back, and the only problem was they both had 9 right and 1 wrong. And the foreman said, "Well, that's it. I'm giving the job to the American guy." And the Irish guy got all bent out of shape. He goes, "Hold on a minute, you can't do that. You know that's wrong. That's discrimination. He had 9 right and 1 wrong. And I ain't arguing, but I had 9 right and 1 wrong. So why would you give the job to the American guy?" And the foreman says, because the way he answered the 5th question, he wrote down, "I don't know," and you wrote down, "Neither do I."
George Casey is a headliner on all of the major cruise lines. Enjoy George Casey's clean, self-deprecating humor that will have you bursting out in loud belly laughs.
I just had a big birthday. Can I share it with you? I just turned 55. How about that? Hey! Yeah, 7 years ago. And there's one birthday in every man's life when you get to a certain birthday, sir, and you know your body is coming to a grinding halt. No disrespect to you or to myself. It's just we're getting older, and that's a fact of life. I mean, I don't have the energy I had 25 years ago, sir, I don't. If it wasn't for stress, I'd have no energy at all, I wouldn't have done. And can I tell you a little secret, because you're a nice audience? My wife doesn't get stressed, no. She's just a carrier. Take your time, it'll get to the back eventually, don't worry. I'm serious. Am I right, sir? This is for all the married men in the house. A man marries, then he mellows, then he ripens, and then he rots. And that's the fact of life. The left knee goes, the right knee, then the weenie. Don't look at me like I'm the only one, okay? Oh my God, even when I'm naked, I feel like slipping into something a little more comfortable, okay? I'm getting old, honest to God. I used to be a stud muffin in our house. Now I'm just an old bran muffin is all I am. Honest to God. My wife said the other night, "Do you want to go upstairs and fool around?" I said, "Pick one, because I can't do both." That's getting old, folks. I went to a gay 90s bar. All the guys were gay, all the women were 90. Honest to God. And the worst one of all, I was working in Las Vegas, and a lady of the evening came up to me in Las Vegas. She says, come here, George, come here. I'll do anything you want for $250. And all I could think was, can you paint my house? And I love my wife. I mean, look, it's in my DNA as a comedian to make jokes about my wife, my mother-in-law. I love her. I mean, I love my wife. She hates to cook, and I hate her cooking, so... We're very happy in my house, you know what I mean? She's a lovely lady, but she can't cook. One day she mixed hamburger helper and tuna helper. Yeah, and tried to tell me it was surf and turf. You know you got bad food when you see the flies chipping in to fix the screen door, okay? But I'll say one thing good about my wife's cooking. The dog doesn't beg at the table anymore, okay? She throws scraps, he throws them right back at her. That's what he does. And I love my wife, I do. Now, most of my career these days, I spend about at least 30 weeks a year on cruise ships. That's mostly what I do. I work for all the cruise lines. And I go all over the world and a whole bit in that, and I'm gone a lot. I know she loves me, but sometimes, folks, you're a nice audience, and I can talk to you now. Because you know me and you can trust me. I think she's cheating on me. I do. We've had the same mailman. Listen up. We've had the same mailman for the last 26 years. And we've lived in 4 different cities.
George has performed with such legendary icons as Rosemary Clooney, Bobby Vinton, Charlie Pride, and Ray Price.
I don't know what it is that I get older, I see these things and I get crankier. Even the young kids in America today, the young kids, young boys, 18, 19 years of age, and all the technology they're getting, and all the education they're getting that my generation never got. And these young men haven't figured how to pull their pants up yet, okay? Thank you. You and I didn't wear our pants at half-mast, sir. No way, we did not. We had class, we did. But I'll tell you something, these kids, you and I know something these kids don't know, sir. When they get to be our age like you and me, it doesn't matter where the top of your pants start. It doesn't matter. The older we get, they rise all by themselves. 50, 55, 65, 75, 85. My grandfather lived to be 104. He was nothing more than a pair of pants and a head of hair. That's all he wanted. I'm serious. He used to pull down his zipper, stick his head out, see where the hell he was going.
George Casey is the King of Blarney.